What's up, you guys? I'm excited about this one. Today we're going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to do a double rig for fly fishing. I brought in the big guns today, guys. I have with me Logun Shell. He is a professional fly guide here in East Tennessee, and he gives us a great breakdown of exactly what to do. As a side note, the day that we were on Watauga River, it happened to be doing a zero generation, which means that we rigged up without any type of weight, so just keep that in mind as we go through this tutorial. And finally, guys, if you could, please like and subscribe to my channel for more helpful tips as well as fishing adventures here in East Tennessee.
Your leader comes pre-packaged, it's rolled up.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of all funky looking, so the best thing to do is usually take your thumb, middle finger, and stick in between.
Okay.
As you're unraveling it.
Okay.
That really helps to keep it from getting bunched up. A lot of people, especially when I started, when I'd get them out, I would rat nest them and end up having to throw the whole leader away.
And you know what? I've done that.
So once you get the leader all, you know, it comes in a package about like this.
Sure.
See, 9-foot 5X.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll take my hands and I'll kind of just gradually heat that line up and get that cool out of it where it's been packaged.
Okay.
Just like so. All the way down.
Okay.
But once you get down here to this smaller section, you know, kind of let up off the tension. You just essentially want to get all this straightened out.
Okay.
So then, you know, pretty much all new fly lines, they come with this welded loop.
Okay.
So you'll take this loop, go over that.
Yeah.
Then you'll work your way back down to the very end of your fly line.
Uh-huh. To right there.
And then put it up through that welded loop.
Okay, so we've got this is what we would call like the end of our leader, right?
Yes.
And it's been slowly tapered down, but
Yes.
now this is where we want to add on to that.
Come over here, get your tippet. You
Okay.
can go, you know, 5X or 6X, either one.
Okay, and we're targeting trout, by the way, guys. So when we're talking about the type of line we're using, specifically it's for trout.
So I'll pull off about, you know, 10 to 12 inches.
Okay.
12 inches of tippet.
Yeah.
And this is a super, you know, a lot of people, they'll do the blood knot.
Yeah.
And this is a super knot. This is called the Orvis knot. You can look it up on YouTube.
An Orvis knot, okay.
So you take the end of your leader, the end of the piece of tippet you just cut.
Right.
Lay them over each other.
Okay.
Just like so. And then just, without, make sure it don't twist, just kind of place it back into your fingers.
Okay.
So once you have that loop right there, you want this tag on this end.
Yes.
And this is a super quick knot. It's super durable.
Okay.
In rescue, in technical rescue for swiftwater high angle, they talk about the 8 family. Everything's figure eight on a follow through. So this is essentially a figure 8 on a follow through. Okay. Except with line. And the reason that they do that is because the least amount of turns and twists that you have in a rescue rope, the least likely it is to break. Same thing with tippet and leader. Okay. So you'll take your forceps. Yep. Go back up through one turn.
One turn.
And come back. Grab both your tags. Okay. And you'll pull that through. Just like so. And you'll see we have a nice figure 8 right there.
Okay, you guys. There's a nice figure 8. Awesome.
And then you'll wet it and then pull it tight.
Now, you made that look easy. I know it's not, guys. When I try this for the first time, I'm going to struggle, but that's okay. That's because he's a seasoned veteran when it comes to this setup right here.
And it's really important whenever you cut your tags off that you kind of leave just a little bit. That gives you, if that knot does slip a little bit, it gives you a little bit of room to work. You know, if you hook onto a big fish, you know, it'll give you just a little bit of room.
Okay, so you got a little wiggle room if it happens to tighten down.
So we'll come down here.
Okay. All right, you guys. So now that we've got everything pieced together for our leader and our tippet, now we're going to move into the section where we put on our flies.
Yep. So first we're going to take our first fly. Okay. Go right through there. We're going to do an improved clinch or a clinch knot. Okay. One of two ways you can do this. You can take your fingers, twist it 5 times, no more, no less.
Okay. So you're an advocate of 5 twists.
Yes, 5 twists.
I love it.
You're going to have a little loop down there.
Yep.
Go back through it. And as you tighten that down, you'll start to see a loop up top.
Yes.
And you can tighten that down right now, and that's your clinch knot.
That's your standard clinch, but we're going with the improved, people.
So you'll just take your tag and go back up through it.
Yes.
Make sure you always wet your line.
Okay.
Because those knots, whenever you see them, if you don't, it causes friction and
that's right,
more likely to break.
The heat weakens the line. So yeah, and I was taught that as a young boy by my mentor Bob Hostetler, to always wet your line before you tighten it down.
Now I had a piece of tippet laying here. There it is. So here's another piece of tippet.
Okay.
That's our other half. That'll be our tag. This will be our for a second fly.
Okay.
You know, you can also, another thing you can do to get this, so we're going to act like we're tying a fly on,
yeah,
without actually tying it. So you can either take your pinky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back up through.
Oh, we've got that little loop there. I see.
Come to the end of your hook there.
Yeah.
Just like so.
Okay. So you've done an improved clinch onto the end of that hook there.
Yep.
I see.
That's where you want your line to be.
Yep.
Some people, and you can watch some YouTube videos, they'll actually go up through the eye.
Yeah.
And you can do that, but you won't have as good a drift.
Okay.
So same thing. I'll show you a way to do it with your forceps on this one.
Okay.
So come back up, go through the eye. So here's another way. I don't have very good dexterity in my fingers.
Okay.
I know some people struggle with that. So instead of twisting it with your finger, you can actually take your forceps here.
Okay.
I'll show you.
It's a pro tip right here.
You stick your forceps through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Come back up through. Just like that. So see, you got a tag there.
Yes.
And then you can run it back up through. So you still have your loop.
I see that. Yeah.
You can go back up through that loop.
So you're still doing an improved there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Wet your line.
Yep. Pull it down and then trim it off.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So there you go. This is a low water double rig setup. Awesome, man.
So then, you know, judging where you want to put your indicator.
Yeah.
You want to do judge the depth of the water, and it's 1.5 times the depth of the water.
1.5 times the depth of the water is where you put your indicator. So guys, there's a how-to basic on how to set up a double rig for low water. I want to thank Logan here because he is a guide. He's taken time out of his day to just educate me, hopefully help educate you guys as well. So if you want to go with him, he works for South Holston River Company, and he can take you down the South Holston or the Watauga River and get you on those fish. So appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's so many dreams, man. So many things I'm excited to do that I have not done. It's gonna be fun. Fish, got him. Shoot. Okay, he's still on. I cannot believe that just happened. Let's go. Oh. There we go. All right, you guys.
How beat up he is, golly.
Dude. Okay. Well, there he goes. Easy enough.